Welcome back to Tones is Concerns, motivating, touching lives around the world. Or you may know me as my current alias, Alone at Peace, or Escaping the Maze. Today's video is about what the common woman believes a man needs versus the true biological needs of a man. Now, I was born in the Western world, in the USA, and I know since I was a child, I've been taught, quote unquote, how to treat a woman. But I haven't seen any women being taught how to treat a man. So there's a little bit of a educational gap there. So let's all come into this video with patience, right? This is not persecutory. This is just a teaching, from the biological standpoint. Now, in the modern day, if you ask a woman what she brings to a man's life, she will say emotional support, loyalty, companionship, and a lot of the more out front ones will say sex. Boom. So let's talk about that. Emotional support. What a woman thinks a man needs versus what a man really needs. When it comes to emotional support, women believe that men are meant to be more vulnerable with them, more expressive about the things that are bothering them emotionally throughout the day, throughout the course of life. Hey, I am the one you can confide in. Many times, this is just simply the emasculination of a man. The reality is, your woman's primary service to you is of physical nature. And the reality is your emotional dumping only reduces her sexual attraction to you. This is just reality. I'm sorry to tell you. But beyond that, when it comes to a man's emotional floorboarding, where his emotions are at, this is typically connected to a man's hormones and his hormonal balance. The reality is, for the biology of a man, you would get much more out of punching on a punching bag, or sparring another man, or if you're not necessarily a fighter but you are a builder, welding, building, constructive, learning how to play an instrument, competing in your sport, things that are competitively progressive. That is what would naturally bring a man into emotional harmony, and at bare minimum tire you out enough to the point where you're not going to expend that extra energy on emotional aloofness. That's the reality. That's the real biological factor. The reality is, women only assume that men need someone to talk to because a lot of women exist in a realm that is more oxytocin supported, where comfort and talking to and closeness with another person, other people, is more so what stabilizes their oxytocin boost, estrogenic lifestyle, and their emotional balance. I'm not telling you you all are evil for this, but I am telling you that you're doing a little bit of what we call in the modern day projecting, thinking that your male or masculine counterpart needs those same things for his emotional balance. The reality is, it's doing more for you than it's doing for him. It's doing good for you, it's doing bad for him. So if you feel like you need more open communication for your emotional floorboard, that is where you get a friend. But now you're catering to your friends instead of your husband. You'll most likely find another woman. Get a sister wife that is a friend. Now, next, so it's like emotional support. Loyalty. Loyalty is commitment, is devotion. Loyalty is definitely a necessity of a man, biologically. biologically, men are the most competitive of the two genders. Clearly, and healthy men, the healthier the man, the more competitive the man will be. So yes, we do need your loyalty. However, conditionality should be based off of our health and wellness. If that loyalty depends on you now promoting yourself as, need I say, the masculine, and desiring the same exchange of loyalty, you have once again emasculated your man. Your man is out here competitively surging in order to take territory and take possession and ownership and lay claim to one thing or another. Period. That's not your walk of life. But once you say, hey, I am loyal to you on the condition that you do the same and express the same exact exchange rate for rate loyalty as me, aka you say, hey, listen, man, your ding-a-ling belongs to me. Ha 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 ha. Very funny, very funny. Biologically, once again, biologically for male mammals, this is actually depression. For him to, his loyalty belonging to you should mean that you are not going to be moved out of your position by a newcomer. However, that doesn't mean there will not be a newcomer, for that newcomer is meant to benefit him and you. Now, if you bring somebody along who causes friction, does not have aligning characteristics, personality traits with yours, and now it just makes you not want to be around, that is one thing. But if this is just your ego being an extremist, you knowing you're oxytocin-based person, but you rather bond with, let's say, a cat. I have nothing against cats, I'm not allergic. Rather than another woman, or you do have friends, but hey, here's your friends that you've confided yourself into. She has her own man, you have your own man. She has her own man. Now y'all are taking out family time, and now you're leaving each other's families to go and make time with each other, but it has no promotion or benefit to the household or the family. You've actually showed loyalty to your friend adversely to your man. Therefore, you were bound to probably get replaced. That's just the biological reality. I'm sorry if you don't like it. Here, a shoulder to cry on. I normally don't offer this. Moving forward, so we have emotional support, we have loyalty. What was the next one? What was the next one? Not sex. What was the next one? Someone tell me what the next one is. Companionship. The day you meet a man who needs companionship is the day you meet a man who is going into war. For companionship and competition are aligned. For a man is meant to find steel to sharpen his steel. I am so sorry to tell you, you beautiful, beautiful woman, but you are not that steel to sharpen his steel. You are not that companion to raise his drive of competitiveness, to gain more territory, to expand in abundance, and to become more valuable of a man. You are not that companion. However, if he gets home to a peaceful environment in a beautiful vaginal canal to dive inside of and to bond with and cuddle up, and now to get rid of the over violence of the masculinity that presented him, the day, that is a good thing. Yes, we do need that brief escape from masculinity and dive into the loving caresses of a woman, and to caress, therefore, for women, and express what we started out as biologically, because everything started as feminine. So yes, we need to express our femininity for a short time, just as it was in our birthing process, in our creation process. We expressed our femininity for a short time, then that the Y chromosome came in, the testosterone overproduction came in, and we grew dicks and balls. Okay? So that is actually the correct format of that. Moving forward, sex. Well, once again, I'm not talking about the dweeb that you're allowed to pay your bills. I'm talking about the ideal man that will satisfy your emotional, physical, and mental compass, right? So the healthy and well man that is bringing energy. He wakes up with energy. You get energy. You like, damn, my nigga fine. I want my nigga all up in my guts. That man. You are not bringing sex to the table. His genetics brought sex to the table. The moment that you decide that the sexual exchange with you is now eliminating other sexual opportunities, you are actually taking sex off the table for that man. You're taking it off. Here, let me tell you. Now, and I like to be open. Listen, I'm intermingling with a beautiful young lady, and I love it. But I let her know from the jump. I'm naturally polygamous. You know what I mean? I'm an honest person, and honesty gets you far. I also let her know I got a mandingo complex. I got a big old ding-a-ling, and I know you're not gonna be able to take all this stuff in by yourself. You know what I'm saying? The reality is, before I started talking to her, I had a rotation of 13 women. 13. So think about it. If now I have sexual opportunity with just one her, and I had sexual opportunity with 13 before, did she bring sex to the table, or did she clear sex off of the table? Ask yourself that question. Now that we've got to the bottom of this, I want to ask you the question with the more refreshed mind. Beautiful, beautiful woman. What are you bringing to the table? I want to know. Now, this is mainly for the subscribers, the people who come in with questions. Me, I do know, because I have a beautiful woman. You bring compromise to the table. You bring submission, which is my own victory, to the table. You bring lovely beauty and elegance to the table. You bring vulnerability to the table. You bring the connection to that feminine side. And if you are truly loyal and you are truly dedicated to your man, you do also bring all of those other things. The emotional support. How do you bring emotional support? Is you don't tell me not to go to the gym and punch the punching bag. You inspire me to. You encourage me to eat the foods that will allow me to be energetic in that pursuit continuously and consistently. How do you bring loyalty to the table? Well, you chose me. I didn't choose you. That's what you have to recognize. So you're loyal to yourself and me by recognizing that you make sound decisions, and what you chose is what you desired from the jump, and it shall maintain. Beyond that, companionship. How do you help that? Don't fuck my homies. Don't fuck my homies. Because if you fuck my homies, I'm gonna have to kill a nigga. Do I want to kill a nigga? No, I don't want to kill a nigga. He was my homie. Now he fucks you. Now I gotta kill him. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta think about that. Think about that. Now, if you also want to bring sex to the table, here's what you do, little baby. Nobody knows women like you, but you know, you want me, they want me. Do a little bit of that walk up, talk up game for your boy. Bring her over here. We could smash her together. We could do it as a duo. We can become a trio. Now that we're a trio, guess what? 3 economical people. We don't like dumb bitches. We don't like dumb bitches. We like smart bitches. We love smart bitches. You was a smart, beautiful woman. So that means my money together, your money together, her money together. Guess what, baby? We getting rich. Ain't this what it's about? Partnership for expansion. Oh my gosh, bring it forth when we even more rich. Guess what? Beautiful wife, happy life, happy husband. That's leading to something. Much love, peace, positivity. This your boy Alone at Peace, to whom this concerns, escaping the maze, eternal rising. Whichever lies you know me as the silverback of all silverbacks, touching lives around the world, but most importantly, adding this inserted clip into your mind so now you can see straight. I love you. I'm out.